Yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh, that was really round.
Well, that works. There we go.
Look how round that sound was.
If you zoom in, actually.
Fuck off.
There's your disco helmet. Okay, so check this out. Oh. And if you look up, there's a disco ball. So this is the perfect opportunity to introduce our guest, Public Nuisance, Abbey.
Hi.
And I'm Codakolor, and we're here at BPREC Studios, kicking off this very impromptu, but also very long-determined second part, and hopefully doing something with it. So,
Did you know that the Colorado Lottery is the only state with the only lottery in the world that supports local outdoor spaces with its proceeds?
only because we talked about it beforehand, but yes, absolutely. I think that's really cool.
You use the nuisance part of the of the society to support the
absolutely
the nature part.
the tomfoolery
Nuisance
after
is
work.
nature.
Nuisance is nature. Yes,
Nuisance is for nature.
and it's very
Nuisance
chaotic.
is in nature.
That's true. But
Anyway, we talked about watching.
oh yeah.
That one thing that happened this weekend. You know, that one thing in house music.
So yeah, I pulled up a specific clip, one of my favorite parts of it. If you haven't heard it, and if you've been living under a rock, Daft Punk's member Thomas Bangalter, the one with the silver helmet, for the first time in what would be last appeared 2009 on stage, and then after hiatus, he came back with not only some of his old friends, but fucking Busy Peas there. He looks like my dad.
I feel like house DJs are like one of the hardest to put a name to.
Yeah.
Like knowing what they look like or knowing their real name, being able to recognize them in public is like really hard for a lot of people, I think. And I think I might know why that is.
Why?
Because like think about the traditional old school like warehouse dance floor setup.
Okay.
The DJs was not the feature.
They were always on the
DJ
corner or tucked away, hidden.
Yeah, even hidden.
Yeah.
And so because it's not about the DJ.
No,
It's
absolutely
about
not.
it's about the feeling and the dancing, and the DJ is providing the environment, but they're
True.
not. You're not
They're
there to
paid
watch.
for it,
They're,
too.
Like a lot, and I think that like Amy Winehouse hated being in the music industry because she didn't want to be a performance artist. She wanted to be a recording artist. She wanted to write music. For a lot of people,
right.
being in the performance space or being in the public eye is like the thing that they don't want to do.
Kind of like an operator, like a lighting operator.
so-
They are tucked away in the back because they're not the superstars, but everybody knows they're responsible
So when we
for it.
talk about these like big names, like Daft Punk, if you say Thomas Gibraltar or whatever his name is, what is his actual name?
Thomas Bangalter.
Bangalter. That was something I was like, that's an interesting connection.
That's a huge one. Oh my gosh, because they influenced me throughout high school.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Chrome
I'm actually
dome.
my head's gonna start hurting if I take this off. So actually, I have a picture of my friends Benji. Oh my god,
I'm kidding.
I have a picture of my friends Benji and Greg, and they're at our house party in like 2011, and they're behind the kitchen counter pretending to be DJs, and they're painted up like Daft Punk with glow sticks.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Oh, like the 2008 performance. Okay.
Yeah.
E.L. Wire one. That
Yep.
got me turned on to E.L. Wire forever.
Yeah, and also Daft Punk is one of my early influences into electronic music.
Okay.
And
Keep
it's
going.
not like, but it's interesting that these people are now doing these performances
Yeah, I mean,
without in the public eye.
So I'll give you a little bit of context. I think they were trying to throw him a 50th birthday party.
He's 50.
I found the perfect CD for you. I've been asked by our guest to provide CDs.
I have a long drive and no FM transmitter. I drive a
true.
2005 Toyota Camry.
To and
quirky.
from the cornfields.
I don't live in the cornfields.
You don't?
I only work in them. Just
Oh.
kidding.
So this is actually one of my favorite parts of the night. It's where...
I think we should mention that this happened in Paris.
So
right?
this happened in Paris, France, correct.
And
Yep.
with it was a Fred Again show.
It was...
correct?
I think
Was it a
Busy
festival?
Peasy... Yeah, I think if it's in Paris, France, there's a really good chance that Busy P had a huge part in it. And they were probably like, because Fred again's such a good person, and like when he comes through,
Such a great person.
He's a great producer.
Yeah.
This edit that you're about to hear is it kind of changed me a little bit. This is it is very rare to see these people in general, but also on stage.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
He even looks uncomfortable, kind of. Not Fred, but okay.
Oh, Fred, I'm sure is nervous. Combining one of his top songs.
It was the bag.
But anyways.
We don't have to define it. Here's your Whopper.
Thank you. Fred again, who's a recent but has been producing for a while, is up there with perhaps the people that influenced him. Support your local record label. That's Busy P. You look on the back, and you'll see all these names, including Justice.
Mm-hmm. Justice just recently played downtown. Breakbot.
Yeah. Oh, Breakbot.
Never heard of him.
I know. This is the whole side of the world that's just
I've
French.
honestly never heard of Busy P either.
Right. Right. Very true.
Uffy?
Yeah.
Which one?
We say Uffy.
Uffy.
Pharrell says Uffy.
Is that Uffy?
Oh, yeah. ADD SUV. ADD SUV.
You are so knowledgeable about house music. Cassius.
Oh, yeah. Cassius did a song called 99 that hooked me forever. That was nuts.
Justice versus Simeon. So this is like
We
a
Are
DJ
Your Friends.
battle.
They actually like teamed up with that band to do that. And that came out in 07.
Mr. Oizo.
Yeah, he did one of my first electro house songs, Flat Beat. We were looking at it and you were like, that guy looks hella nervous. And I was like, that's Daft Punk.
Yeah.
That's Thomas Bangalter. He looked nervous, right?
And that was my point, that he isn't used to being up there at all in a long time and never without his helmet.
Yeah. And so there he was, and he's 50 now. So like, he looks like he was kind of winded for a brief moment. You compare it to when he was in 96, he was focused though. That's really what he was. He was jamming out to all of that version of Digital Love, which by the way, there's a perfect segue. He kept it going and it was like he was listening to a whole different song. You could see it on his face. And that was the song that he made in 2001 on this CD.
From the disco helmet.
Digital Love. This one I got from my aunt, I think. And was probably my very first Daft Punk CD.
So excited.
So anyways, this is mostly both of them working together, but during the actual creation of Discovery.
When we recorded our last episode at the Diamond Owl Studios, we did. I was texting Jairo before when I was it was actually after when I was editing, when I was posting the video.
That's right.
I was writing the description, and I said, ChatGPT just told me that you sold your first PlayStation for your first DJ controller. Is this true? And then you said, okay, Nardwar. I was like, what a compliment.
I know.
Like, wow.
I know.
That's wild.
That's how I kind of felt just pulling out a CD and being like, yo, what about this card?
Because you can see on Nardwar episodes, you can see people's, like, genuine, like...
Uh-huh.
And it's like...
Oh, yeah. I think one of the rappers literally had to leave in a limo with the window, and he's like, do, and you hear out the windows, do, and it just drives.
21 Savage, wasn't it?
That was 21 Savage, yep.
Because I'm going to get a white ink face tattoo.
Okay.
Of like a really intricate sword, just like on the side of my face right here. And so that when people ask me what my face tattoo is, I can say, it's a knife, like 21 Savage. He has a knife, like a dagger, tattooed between his eyes.
I think I maybe have noticed it before, yeah.
He was on an interview with some white person, and they were like, is that tattoo on your forehead an upside down cross? And he goes, oh, it's a knife. And my friend Kurt loves 21 Savage. And like, he's the original person who showed me that. I want to get it like just
to say that because when people ask it.
Fuck, I hope after I get that face tattoo, at least one person in my life asks me what my face tattoo is. Okay. Let's talk about... Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
there was a moment where I was in the green room just like spinning around for everybody.
That's so
on the
cool.
trampoline.
Yeah?
There was a trampoline in the green room.
How?
Small one.
Okay.
But it's really fun to bounce on and dance on a trampoline to house music.
Good point.
We should make a club with a trampoline dance floor.
That would be...
It would probably collapse. Are you going to throw up?
No. Telescopic ass move. That is so weird.
You know how they discovered the Nobel Prize, I think 2 years ago, was given to, insert name here, for like the observation theory, quantum, like the.
Oh.
So that he was able to prove that matter acts differently when it's observed.
Okay.
So a particle, a particle, the tiniest particle, he proved that there's parallel universes, basically.
I think I remember hearing.
And that the timeline is not, time isn't linear.
Oh. Well, we're a part of a slope, so that's all good.
Oh, man.
I was hoping there'd be a constant in the world, and if time ain't linear, then who am I exactly?
But recently, the newest discovery in science is that sound and light are, you know how they travel at different speeds?
Much so, yes.
They have finally been able to convert sound into light wave energy and light into sound wave energy.
Okay.
So
Not using a galvanometer? Okay, that can throw a lot of things. I have a feeling how.
Google it.
Yeah. There is a material that converts sound to heat, and it's at Union Station right now.
Ooh, what is that?
It's the ceiling. It's coated with a material called basswoofon. I'm about to blow your mind. This material is what they have at Union Station on the very ceiling. 70 millimeter, by the way.
Is there asbestos in this?
No, completely safe. You're all good. That's called basswoofon. It's a material that converts sound energy to heat.
The top is cold.
Isn't that crazy? So in Union Station, its sole job is to take all sound and absorb it, turning it into heat and effectively muffling the sound. And I asked for a sample a long time ago, and they gave it to me. I've been asked by one of the owners of Indico, who had me do their initial sensei sessions. Basically, it's a DJ set that they have in the middle of their actual grow operation. And I get to DJ with all the plants, and they're moving because I got the Dyson things blowing them. Like, you'll see it on one of the videos, but basically, shout out to Owen, get me on that schedule so I can play all these records that are literally right back there.
Live record on stage is one of the coolest things to watch at a show.
And it's beautiful because the guardrails are there. You can't do all these crazy things that DJs want to do where they're like filtering up and doing all this. I guess you can. But the general idea is to let the song play out.
Yeah.
And then mix it as if it were an extended edit. He has a very standard setup, so I'm going to be playing exclusive record. It's going to be beautiful.
Yay.
And that's my second
exciting.
time, too.
Is it like an event that people attend, or is it just a recorded set?
Nope. It's in an isolated location. Yes. You can't tell anybody about it, and it's like 3.5 hours from here, so I cannot.
Yeah.
I'll literally be driving out there, and I'll probably say hi to Zach, because he lives in Colorado Springs, so it'll be a good return path, and yeah, awesome. I'm excited. The oxygen gets you high in there. It's wild. Yeah. You're just like, holy crap, where am I? Last time I did it, that was when the solar eclipse happened.
Ooh.
He booked me for that one time, and I was like, really?
I found the video. It's not actually a video, but it is like a real post. So it says, researchers at Delft University have created a silicon chip smaller than hair that can split phonons, the quantum particles of sound.
Okay.
It acts like a prism for sound, letting scientists guide single phonons down separate paths. This new phononic directional coupler could unite light-based and sound-based quantum devices for the first time, opening the door to hybrid quantum computers and ultra-fast networks. Huh. The chip can take a single phonon and send it down one of two paths, just like a prism splits light into colors.
Okay.
It's called a phononic directional coupler, and it's a massive leap in quantum engineering because it allows different quantum devices, the ones that use light and the ones that use sound, to finally talk to each other. Okay. That means that scientists can now use sound the same way they use light to control and transfer quantum information.
Interesting.
What'd you find?
I pulled it up. First of all, Wikipedia for the win. Phonon is a quasi-particle. I said quadriparticle, which isn't a real thing. A quasi-particle is very, very small. If I were to read more into it, I bet you we could probably get into the science of it. But
no, I don't want to do that right now.
Don't want to do that for sure. A laser at a show literally has two mirrors, And I used to think that they were like really advanced motors that were like, like I thought that was the sound that I kept hearing with the laser, no sound, you know. Turns out that they actually have these kind of membranes that bounce sound to convert that sound into an actual trajectory for the laser. And that's what we're seeing with the mirrors. The mirrors are attached to that membrane.
Whoa.
So it's using sound to convert that light into a beam.
Is that how, like...
It's called a galvanometer. It's wild.
How do sound reactive lights work?
Right. So sound reactive lights, one of two ways. Number one, you're at a 15th birthday party, and the DJ does not get paid enough for it. So what they do is they hit the program button on the back of their light. They switch it to a pre-program. Oftentimes, these are sound activates. When you clap your hands, you'll see it change color, like right away.
Yeah.
That's one way. The other way is there are consoles that have built-in microphones. So lighting consoles. One that I have, the WMX1, that one has a built-in microphone and a line in, so you could actually like plug a mixer into it. And you could do it automatically that way. The third way is you have a human, and they're behind the board and tapping it out.
That's
Here we go.
That's my favorite way.
That's my favorite way.
Blinder. There was one point I was standing at the front. I was standing at the front desk, standing at the door, and I was like, yeah. I was like,
It's fucking bright.
I was like, why is it so bright? I was like, did somebody hit the light switch on accident? And I was like, it looks kind of yellow. I think it might be on purpose. And I look up and I look up at you, and you're talking to somebody, and you look around, and you go. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. We just had a warehouse show. It was huge.
Successful, amazing.
It was amazing. Actually.
Really, really
well put
proper
together.
production.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody really did an awesome job on that show.
And we had we had expensive lights there, like a lot of expensive lights. And it only took us a day to set everything up, get everything going.
Couldn't get into the warehouse till 9 a.m. the day of show.
That's right. So we literally were able to get everything, like it was a 24-hour operation in and out. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what we did. And it was perfect because we had people to help do that. And that's exactly what we need. And lo and behold, we had a full successful performance with a very good selection of equipment. The sound is always top notch.
Oh my God, the sound in there. I have never heard that venue sound so good. I've seen a few different companies put on productions there, and it's like that. I feel like that venue just has good acoustics anyway.
They're tricky if you don't know delays, but yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and
you put two and you're
whatever
good.
That means, you guys did know, because
absolutely, he got it down.
Amazing. And Simon is one of the best sound engineers. Or is he a sound engineer?
You bet. You bet.
Can we give
He's
Simon
got the
that
iPad.
title? Yeah.
He's the one walking around.
Yeah. I was at this like small lakeside bar concert in Ogallala, Nebraska.
Okay.
And I saw the sound guy with the iPad, and I walk up and I go, "You must be the sound guy." And he goes, "I am." I was like, nice. I walked away. Vodka cran.
Oh my God. Okay. For context.
We talked about this on the last episode,
yes,
so if you haven't seen
right.
that one, go back and watch it.
It's a very interesting story, but basically, people that are intoxicated enough will approach the tech.
Whether or not you're wearing this shirt.
They're like gazelles, I swear to God. Good segue. And they just ask what is on their mind. And one of the questions happened to come from this very intoxicated girl at a warehouse party. And out of context, we definitely look like we're doing something, but it looks a lot more technical than bartending.
Yeah, there was no... It was that. It was
that's
computers.
Exactly it. It was literally
just
that case.
Computers and cords and us.
And it was us. And, a big warehouse with lasers and lights.
Yeah, she thought we were the bar, and she comes out, and it's also during the set, so it's like dark, loud, fog. Jairo's doing it, so there's so much fog.
There was so much going on.
And she comes up and she goes, "Vodka cran?" And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, what? It's like, it's common for people to come back to or go to the DJ booth and be like, "Can you plug my phone in?" Mm-hmm. It's like, no. This girl, yeah. And I was like, there's no way she's saying, like, she doesn't think they can't think that. You're being funny.
I couldn't even process it.
I thought she knew what we were, knew what we knew and was being sarcastic. I bet a lot of people think that you're the bar, can't I get a vodka? No, but she actually wanted a vodka cran from me. And looking back, I probably should have just like given her my Gatorade and asked for $5.
That would have been so conscientious.
Told her to go home, get some rest.
Yeah, really though. Kind of leading into things, I guess. You have done a show with lasers.
I did run lasers for that show.
Do you miss it?
I miss it a lot, actually.
Hey, okay, good.
I do miss it a lot.
The lasers are an interesting thing because they're not allowed to avoid anymore. The owner of Void said no more lasers, and he has a reason for it. The last group that came through before us, they were aiming their lasers and it hit the projector again. Actually, it hit 2. Your job is to make sure that those lasers are good and any equipment is unaffected. They could have security
and
cameras.
People.
And people. Oh, I forgot that.
I've seen so many shows lately where there is lasers shooting into the crowd.
Yep, I saw a video this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, not cool. There's no beam brushing on those too. I'm looking at those. Those are not beam brushed. They are solid beams coming down. They're not split.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, it hits someone right at 90 degrees and you're blind forever. The tallest person in the room, realistically, you want to do it 15 feet, but then you don't get the liquid sky effect.
Yeah.
So people conscientiously will set up these zones so that if someone were to jump up in the air and get it, it
Or
would
go
be
on
the tallest
shoulders.
person in the room and it would catch their hairline.
Yeah.
We had to do that in a tunnel once because the tallest person in the room was the height of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So we lit up that entire roof. The roof of the tunnel itself was lit up with the laser and it went back like 1,000 feet. And it was because it was so shallow.
Yeah.
So always pick up your lasers. Like if you're going to aim them high.
Yeah.
And also know your room. If there are projectors or cameras, let both people, the people that have paid for that, let them know so that you can tape them, you can cover them, you don't ruin the sensors.
There was actually, I was at Base Canyon and the lowest that I've seen for sure. And I was kind of like, yeah, but I do, like, I actually looked up the details on Excision's laser guy.
Okay.
And he seems to be pretty good at what he does. And like I said,
yeah.
I don't.
It doesn't take much too.
It
Like,
was
really
it was
doesn't.
like I noticed it because it was so cool how close they were. And then I started the technical, and I was like, wait a minute, that shouldn't be good. And then I started looking to see like how high they were, and like because also the gorge is a natural amphitheater.
It is. So it has a slope to it, right?
A slope. So it's got like, and they did it actually really. Oh my God, I'm actually just realizing how they did that. That's what those big fucking black things were for.
Which ones?
Is there like a screen that you can put up that like light stops lasers?
Yes, a scrim.
Yeah.
Back scrim. Patch.
Okay, so there, how the gorge is set up, there's a like a pit almost like a GA kind of, and it's flat right below the stage.
Oh, got
And
it. Okay.
The gorge is kind of like Red Rocks in the sense that it's like on a mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty
It's
one
got
too.
it's got a permanent structure that's just a stage and 2 trusses and 1 horizontal truss. That's it. That's all that stays there.
Okay, I think I've seen pictures of it, but I'll put one up for sure.
And behind it is just this giant canyon.
oh yeah.
No anything. No civilization to see.
It's like Red Rocks X Games mode. Or
Exactly.
something.
Red
Just
Rocks
like,
nature mode. It's
Nate.
fucking cool as shit. So right in
too.
front of the big walkway, they had the big row of scrims.
Oh.
Because what I was saying,
They're
I
back
was like,
catching the mid. Oh, okay,
because
gotcha.
I was thinking it was dangerous because I was like, if those lasers are right above our heads, there's people behind us who they've got to be hitting. They weren't because they were blocked by that thing.
And then that safety is like
then-
a tiny little rectangle on the screen.
And then
That's literally
they
it.
had a separate zone for the top lasers. It shot right above the top of the hill.
like a planetarium
Yes.
effect or something. I love that.
It was so cool.
Immersive.
It was very immersive, and
Can imagine. Yeah.
and Excision's lasers are just.
I think I told you maybe last time, but I opened for him in 2012.
I don't remember hearing that.
So ID Fest, I played, Excision basically. They put on Electro House DJ, found me here from the Westward Music Showcase, said that they were hosting ID Fest that year, and so I basically got out there. And
Dude, did you get to meet him?
yes, briefly, I wasn't really interested in him. It was Wolfgang Gardner, Eric Prydz. That was his first U.S. stop ever. He played Call on Me finally. That's actually what I was like at this show. I was like, play Call on Me! Now I understand why he didn't. So
Excision was like my first influence into like, because
Wow.
I'm a bass head.
You're
at
a
heart.
bass head for
I'm a
sure.
bass head at heart. And like I still like I love it.
I know.
Like the sound at Quiet Riot on Friday night was vibrating my pants.
Whoa,
I was like,
yeah.
but Excision is someone that I like really really listened to for a long time.
Yep.
Went to every show that he played in Denver for like 4 years in a row when I first lived here.
You were an ex-head. Okay.
And then it kind of got repetitive because like he travels with the same production for a couple years.
Okay.
The sound was incredible, but like it was almost like it was the same music. I'd heard it all before. It was like the sets weren't dynamic enough for me to pay the money to go see it every time. I
know what you
still
mean.
still like the experience, but I'll go see something else that gives me that same feeling. I bit the bullet and I went to Decadence last year. Actually, I worked Decadence last year for Lit Lemonade. Plug Adam, he's a really great guy. He has an awesome company, all natural caffeinated lemonade.
That's sick.
But he
Lit
had a booth at Decadence last year, and I worked the stand for him.
Okay.
And I was able to go see a few sets, and I caught Excision set the first night, and it was really, really good.
Hey.
Really good. He played some drum and bass.
Okay.
I was like, all right, I'll listen. I'll give it a shake again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, you finally shook it up, clearly.
Good.
So like, I'll come back in. So I really like that. And then I was offered a ticket to go to Bass Canyon by my friend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
Dang.
it was the most incredible experience that I've ever had.
Double whammy. Double win.
It was the most well-run festival that I have ever seen. Like, I haven't been to a lot of festivals, but I keep
Same.
up with dance music, like talk, and festival talk, and I've heard of a lot of crazy disasters for festivals.
Yeah, and I've seen plenty of them too.
Like it was, and this was just, they had all of the staff, everybody working was so helpful, so nice. The hospitality was amazing. They were prepared for everything.
Good.
The sound was incredible. The lineup was fire. Like, it was, the venue, awesome.
So
like,
everything was just a grand slam, A+.
I would props to Excision because that was an incredible festival, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, he played all 3 nights.
Yeah, that's
He played 3 sets. They were all very different.
Okay. Wow.
All
that's cool.
Yeah, and he did like tons of really cool like pop-up B2Bs and collaborations, and like really supported all of his
the bass
support
culture
also.
is the most young I don't want to say bro-ish culture, but I definitely want to say, like, if you are grounded and you are in on the joke, now's the time to be a bass head.
Yeah, there was too much rhythm.
Rats.
You don't have any idea how hard I had. They must have amnesia. They forgot that I'm him.
See, it's a one-liner. It's a one-liner. We
Shoot
used to
me.
do it with Electro House. Come on. It's a whole thing.
It sounded like the sound crashed. It sounded like everything broke. All the lights went off, sound went off, it went black, and we were all, and it happened for too long. We were all kind of started to talk, and it's like, time now for a Jet 2, and we're all like, oh, got us. I've explored different parts of dance music.
You start with Excision, so that's a hell of a...
Yeah, bass shows were my or dubstep.
Yeah.
Fucking dubstep. Let's just call it what it is. Before, because I also hated drum and bass for a long time.
A lot of people do.
I call it the edging of EDM.
That's what people say about trance music, too.
And, yeah, see, I still haven't explored much trance. I haven't been in the trance scene
You
much.
are a bass head. Okay. Gotcha.
But after exploring, like, the dubstep scene, the techno scene, and the house scene, and the drum and bass scene, I think that the most, like, warm, colorful, like, inviting, caring environment is the house scene. But also, like...
I would agree. Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's grimy, but like also it's grimy in a nice.
It's the middleweight. You're absolutely right. The whole thing with Deadmau5, right? The reward is more cheese. Like, nobody was actually coming up with these goofy names at the time for him. He actually got in trouble with Orlando Vorn, who was a big house guy at the time. And in the when Deadmau5 was remixing more songs than he was making, trying to get his name out very, very early on, he remixed a song by Orlando Vorn called Paco de Bongo's World. You can't even find it on YouTube anymore. This guy is so pissed off at what Deadmau5 did. Please. I need to play it because it's such a good song and it goes harder every single time. But it has these guys talking like this, like old Miami guys, and they're like interviewed. And one of the guys, his name's Playboy. He's like, "I'm Playboy," and like, and
that was a micro impression.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh, I'm doing micro impression of if Orlando's out there, buddy. That's the only reason your song's being heard is because someone actually did a better job.
Rude.
One of my songs got stolen, and I heard it at a Vibe event of all things, and I was like, and I found out who the producer was who stole my beat. It happens.
What'd you do?
I just let it go.
There are songs that have kept going for a long time, like Phil Collins.
Oh yeah,
I've heard people drop Phil Collins in all kinds of genres.
of course. Well, yeah, if you do it right at New Year's Eve, if you play In the Air Tonight, at about a minute 17 is where it's me. It's a whole
Good
thing.
tip. Hot tips from Jairo.
Hot tips from Jairo.